Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm going to use a little pen here because I need to make some points to you. But we're looking at the Module A rubric, once again, Intertextual Perspectives, Metropolis in 1984. Let's jump straight in. This is a massive amount of writing and it's super annoying. So let's break it down. Alright, this module requires students to compare texts, in order to explore them in relation to their contexts. Okay, so the three big words there: compare, explore, and context. All right, you've got to have a look at the two texts together and see how they are similar or different because of the context. All right, it develops a student's understanding of the effects of context and questions of value. Okay, so how does this, lead to the composer questioning different aspects of what's going on in the text? All right. And blah, blah, blah. This just means we're studying Metropolis in 1984. So here we go. Once again, the big stuff: social, cultural, and historical context. We examine how those things influence aspects of texts, or the ways in which changes in context lead to changed values being reflected in texts. Okay, so the texts are written 20 years apart. What has happened in that time to change what someone would put in a text, even though they're talking about power, control, gender, religion, any of those kinds of things. All right, and the last one, this includes a study of the use of language. Okay, so this means language techniques, consideration of purposes and audience. So why are these composers putting these texts together, and who are they putting them together for? Okay, and then you need to analyze the content, what's happening in the text, the values represented in the text, and the attitudes conveyed through the text. Okay, now it says through a range of readings. Okay, so you're going to get your reading, you're going to get my reading, you're going to get Mrs. Fleming's reading, you're going to get your teacher's reading, and the whole world's readings are on the internet. So you can read a few others as well, just to get a real breadth of understanding of the text themselves. Then this bit here just means that you need to write an essay. They say that you've got to do all these different types of writing on it. It's always an essay. Let's put in a little addendum there. It might not be an essay. They could ask you to write a speech. They could ask you to write a letter. They could do all sorts of things. But generally, it has always been an essay. Unfortunately, there's more, because this is Module A, and we're actually looking at Elective 2, which is Intertextual Perspectives. All right, so it's a little bit different, okay? Intertextual perspectives. Perspectives is the way you look at it, and intertextual is within the texts. All right, so compare and explore the content and perspectives in a pair of texts, Metropolis, 1984, in order to develop your Did I make a big deal enough about your understanding of the effects of context? Okay, how does context affect it? Okay, how does the writer's purpose, what are they trying to achieve through creating this text? And what audience are they trying to meet? Who are they trying to reach? And how does that affect, the meaning within the text itself? And the second dot point, examine the ways in which particular social, cultural, and historical contexts can influence the choice of language forms and features. Okay, techniques. Okay, and the ideas, values, and attitudes conveyed in each text. So kind of similar to the last bit, but making it a bit more specific to intertextual perspectives. All right, so to sum it all up, one more. Consider how the treatment of similar content in a pair of texts can heighten our understanding, can heighten it, can make us more aware of our understanding of the values and the significance and context of each. Kind of cool. All right, so to sum it all up really, really simply, what meaning is created? Okay, what are we learning? What values and ideas are we being told about? Okay, how meaning is created? Okay, language and film techniques put into these to give greater meaning. All right, so as responders, we're the responder, we need to look at what contextual factors, what's going on in the world at the time, leads to Fritz Lang and George Orwell exploring the values within their text. Things have gone on in the world that have meant that they are going, I need to talk about this and I need to mention this in my text because this is important and I need people to understand it. Thank you very much.